Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Today I want to talk about mobile games, and the sort of stigma against them. Um, and also I'm gonna look at the shitty ones. I'm gonna look at the good ones. I'm gonna give recommendations on what to play, what to avoid. Um, Again, this is just gonna be my opinion. So if you like these games, sure, whatever, fine. I play some pretty bad games as well on my phone when I'm bored. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the first game. So, the first game I want to talk about is one called Balls by Ketchup, which everyone has played this game. Everyone has seen this game. You shoot balls upwards at blocks, they bounce around, they get destroyed, you get more balls. Goes on like that for ages. Um, it's pretty much like Breakout, but the balls are coming towards you, and you're not breaking out of anything. You don't have something to slide around, you just shoot where you want to shoot. Um, so yeah, I want to talk about that game and those kinds of clones. Um, More specifically, I want to talk about Ketchup. So Ketchup is the people who made that game and all those games that you see. And they're one of those software companies, probably owned by like Chinese companies somewhere, which is always fun. Um, and they just spit out these games like it's nothing. It's like they probably get a new game out every week, and if it doesn't do well, they just delete it, or they spend like millions of dollars on very, very bad advertisements, which I'll probably get to in another video. But they'll spend so much money on really crappy advertisements, and no one likes them, but somehow they still work. Um, I've played Balls and like one or two of their other games on my phone just when I'm bored, or like on the bus or in a car ride or something. Because like, what else are you gonna do? You don't have Wi-Fi during on public transport. You don't have Wi-Fi on a plane. You pop out your phone. You probably already have the game installed from when you see a crappy ad for it. Might as well play it. And so they do the thing where it's like pay 99 cents for free ad or for no more ads. And it's like, that's okay, yeah, but a lot of these games, less catch up, but a lot of their copycat companies, a lot of them have like every other turn you do, you have to watch an ad, and they install ads onto your phone as well, so that you can't just turn on airplane mode and play it like that. So yeah, that's one of the things that just really pisses me off about really quick, easy games. Besides that, they're fine. Like, they're pretty much Tetris, but another form. So, no harm, no foul. Really, that much. Alright, the next kind of game I want to talk about is, I guess, home renovation kind of games. You've seen the ads. You have this, like, little butler guy going around. I don't know, like, choose what thing will help him out of the situation. Of course, that's not what it is at all. It's pretty much Candy Crush. If you actually check out the games, it's pretty much just Candy Crush with like copious amounts of ads. It's it's not good. It's probably one of the worst parts about having a phone, those ads in those games. Um like I think it's called like something manor, match manor, I don't know. The one with the butler. Um and pretty much what I've seen, the gameplay boils down to go up to something you want to customize, do a match 3 puzzle, and then hey, now it looks slightly better, and you just do that for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I've never played it. Again, that's just what I see, but the ads are absolutely horrible. It like just look up crappy mobile ads and they'll be there. They're not hard to find. They're really bad. Um, I don't know who makes them. It's probably a bunch of different people who make them. And the saddest thing is, I've seen some like really good games and like game ports that are published by the same publishers who make these, or again, publish these really crappy ads. So a lot of hate goes towards them that's unwarranted because, you know, they're just publishers. But again, you know, that kind of is annoying. Alright, another mobile game I want to talk about, mobile game type, is, I guess, sort of children's games. Like, I guess you could sort of call any of them children's games, but games that are specifically targeted for children to play. And it makes them really vulnerable, or it shows how vulnerable they are, because these games, they'll have like an ad every 30 seconds or something. The child's gonna go off, look at that. Then each of those games that they're playing, they're probably like trying to shove microtransactions down their throats. It's like you've probably seen them, like the matching games where you match two things and then they level up, like 2048, but shit. Those games, it's like, hey kid, you want to spend $5 on a 2x multiplier for like 2 hours? Yeah, you should do that. Go grab your mom's credit card and do that. That's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah, hey kid, you should give us money. It's like, I genuinely think people who do that, I feel like targeting children for microtransactions, and I'm not saying it's just mobile games that do that. It's like all the Apex Legends and Fortnite and all those fun games that, you know, are inherently made to suck money out of people. You know, it's really scummy. I think that it should be an illegal thing to do. Not like jail time illegal, but you should be fined for if you do that. And the game should be taken down. I'm not saying Apex Legends and Fortnite should be taken down. I'm saying if you do that, right? If you do that, for example, if little Timmy gets on his Xbox, he downloads Fortnite, because it's free. I'm not saying that the devs aren't allowed to get money from their own game. I'm fine with microtransactions in free games, but they have to be reasonable, you know? You can't be constantly making this culture and shoving it down their throats that they have to be spending money on their game, otherwise they are less than worthless, you know? It's just really scummy. And that sort of brings me into another thing I want to talk about. This isn't specifically mobile games. Hell, it isn't at all. But everyone heard this before, so I'm not gonna... Everyone has heard this before, so I'm not gonna go in depth with it. But games that are like full priced, or like $30 or something, with microtransactions that you need for the full game experience, that's too far. Like, I'll sort of pick on Paradox Games for this, but at the same time I kind of won't. So they release like city builders, historical games, all that kind of stuff, which have like $200 worth of DLC, and they cost like $50, which is absolutely egregious. But I also gotta cut them some slack, because excuse me, because they did release Crusader Kings 2 for free, again with no DLC. But you know, if it's free, I think it's kind of fine to have DLC to a point. But again, it's all about gouging, which just sort of pisses me off. But on to the next kind of game. So next kind of game I want to talk about is town builders, like Clash of Clans or Dragonvale, I guess. My Singing Monsters, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. The stuff that's like isometric with a buy menu, overworld menu, all that fun stuff. Super simple games. I don't really have an inherent problem with the gameplay itself, but the bottom line is they're sort of thinking how to articulate this. I don't really know, but these games, you know, they take ages to level up. So like a month in playing the game, let's say like you play a certain game for like an hour total every day for a month, you're not going to be anywhere as close to that if you spent like, I don't know, $60 on the game, which is fair. I do understand that. It is a mobile game. It needs to make money somehow. But I don't know. I feel like it sets a bad precedent because it shows game developers high up. Like, for example, EA, because, you know, EA is absolute scum and they are terrible. It shows EA that, oh hey, people are willing to spend hundreds of dollars a month on a video game. Hey, why can't we get a cut of that, you know? But they also need, you know, to have an upfront cost, otherwise they're just making games for free. Or that's what they think. So they'll release something like Battlefield 1, and it's like, hey kid, do you want better guns for like $10 or something? It's like, yeah, sure, I'll take better guns for $10. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. That's just one thing that really annoys me. But yeah.
I got some jelly beans. You like jelly beans?
So the last kind of game, or rather actually gonna give a list of like 3 games that I think if you have a phone and you're into gaming, and you're looking for games on your phone that are really good that you should check out. Regardless, the first one, it's called Space Marshals. There's actually 2 of them. Excuse me. And they pretty much have the same sort of, oh god, hiccups, fun in it. They have the same sort of business plan as console games, surprisingly. They give you the game up front for like $3. And the most money I've had you can pay outside of the $3 or so that's up front is, I think the second one has a DLC for another character, which is like an entire new game in itself. So there's practically 3 games for the price of like $15, which is amazing. They're really fun games. They're like this top-down, quote, tactical shooter, where you can be stealthy, you can be loud. I mean, that's really it, but they got good story, they got good graphics. They're really good. I've spent a lot of hours on them. They're really good for completionists as well, which I sort of think of myself as for some games. So, Space Marshals, you should check those out. They're pretty good. Excuse me. Next kind of game I want to talk about is, this sort of falls into the genre of like town builders. But Nimblebit, they're a pretty old company. They don't really make many new games, or at least the new games I haven't played, so it might have changed whether or not they're good or not. And they also do have pretty pricey in-app purchases, but I'll be honest, you can get really far in the game without paying for money really quick, or at least that's what it feels like, so it's rewarding. It doesn't incentivize you to spend money unless, you know, you have the extra money. But yeah, Nimblebit, they made Tiny Tower games, they made Pocket Planes, Pocket Trains, Disco Zoo, really fun games. In fact, Disco Zoo actually has a child lock thing, so your kids don't accidentally go spending a bunch of money on it. But yeah, those are good free games. The last kind of games. Excuse me. The last game I want to recommend is Monument Valley. It's like a puzzle game that you have to like use perception with. It's really good. It does cost a bit of money as well. But I will say, people discount mobile games way too fast. There is a lot of garbage on them. I will not deny that. But you know, if you look below the surface, there are some genuinely really good games that could probably that I would say are better than some AAA games out there. This is also because, you know, I sort of grew up with a really crappy computer. I really couldn't play many games besides Flash games, so, you know, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on my phone, that's fucking amazing. And I will say phones are not made for competitive play, they're made for casual play. And that's fine, you know, people can play casual games if they want. I'm not gonna be the kind of guy who says, no, if you're not playing Arma 3 exclusively on your computer or Hearts of Iron exclusively on your computer, then you are not a you're not allowed to play games. I'm not saying that. If you have an Xbox and all you play is like Fortnite and NBA 2K, whatever, yeah, sure, that's fine. I don't care. All you're doing is putting more money into the industry, so why would I get mad about that? I'll probably make another video on casual versus hardcore gamers or something later on and my thoughts about that, but I digress. So, yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Stay tuned for a video essay I'm working on. Should come out Monday or next Tuesday. I'm really excited for it. I think you guys will like it. It's gonna be long form, longer than like the sort of 20-minute, half an hour, 15-minute, whatever videos I've been making. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Please stay tuned. And please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Because the best way for me to grow is to grow. If you have any friends that are even remotely interested in this, just a single view. I don't think I don't think you guys realize this, but me watching a video go from 4 to 5 views actually makes me feel really proud of myself. I mean, yeah, 4 to 5 views, not that much, but every little view counts is what I'm trying to say. So please show your friends these videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.